back to my channel. This vlog is going to be answering a couple of your questions from the previous videos that I had talking about the incident with my leg and why I don't do peripheral IVs anymore, and some of my daily routines that was highly requested a couple of videos ago. Sorry I haven't been able to upload them faster due to the weather and it constantly raining, making my immune system a little bit weaker than normal. So I wasn't able to actually produce a video fast enough, but thank you for your patience, and let's just get right into the video. So what I'm going to start out with is my daily routine. So if you'd like to come with me, I'll show you. All right, let's go. I love this camera angle. There's my dogs. Come on, guys. So as for my daily routine, first thing I do when I get up is I go to my medicines. Over here in the kitchen, this is where I keep all my daily medicines and my cleaning supplies. Right here is the AeraCase that I have to take daily. Also got to clean it daily. So it's right here, it's drying. And over here is my insulin. This is my meter, this is my fast acting, and this is my long acting insulin. I always keep everything I need right here accessible to me. When I get up in the mornings, I go and all my pills are sorted by day and by night. I just recently refilled them, but if I didn't, then today would be the Friday pills, which I gotta take right when I wake up. And that usually goes along with breakfast, which I usually have eggs, cheese, and bacon. Just because it has a lot of protein, the good fats that I need for my medicine to actually work. Next, I would go and do my treatments. And I usually do it after I eat. A lot of people with cystic fibrosis actually do it before they eat, but just because my stomach doesn't really get upset or nauseated after I eat, it really doesn't affect me as much. Which my treatments last about 30 minutes for me to do, both morning when I wake up and at night before I go to bed. And so doing that helps me keep my breathing function up the best it can. And also this weather that's been going on, all the rain and the storm kind of weather change is making my lungs a little congested, and I'm hoping that, you know, all that goes away pretty soon, because with that I sometimes have to do my inhaler a little bit more, maybe around 3 to 4 times a day versus just the 2 that I do, just to make sure that I'm not going to get sick, I'm not going to catch anything. And so sometimes it's a struggle to actually know what's going on with your body than just your basic routines that you do every day. Now onto the scar that's on my leg and the incident that happened whenever I was 2 months old. I have a little video clip with my mother explaining exactly what happened and how it happened, what medicine caused it, and what had to be done to fix it on this next video here.
Hi. It's been a while since I've talked about this little incident with her leg. So, when she was 2 months old, this is before she was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, I couldn't wake her up one morning, and this is after probably going to the doctor 4 or 5 times, telling them there's something wrong with her. First time moms, they never really believed me. They just kept sending us home or sent us to a cancer place once to get her tested for that. So one morning, I just couldn't wake her up. And so we took her into the emergency room, and when we got there, she was barely breathing. And the doctors they couldn't get anything in her veins because she was so swollen from being malnourished, because her body wasn't able to digest the fat and protein. So, got her to the hospital. They couldn't get an IV in her veins because she was so swollen. So they did a cut down in her right leg, and when they put the antibiotics, which I believe the antibiotic was gentamicin, it was not put in her leg correctly, so all the antibiotics got into the tissues of the skin and burnt it from the inside out. I remember being in the room and telling them her leg was turning purple, and the doctors, of course, then made me leave. Probably a few minutes after that, the crash carts ended up going into her room, and we lost her a couple times. After they got her a little bit stable, they had to flight her over to Houston to Texas Children's Hospital, and she went into sepsis shock because it got infected immediately. So we spent about 6 weeks on life support at Texas Children's. They probably did over 20, 25 surgeries, just taking the skin and everything off all the way down to the bone. And so her leg is a lot smaller than the other. We've had to go through a lot of skin grafts where they took the skin off of her back and her lower part of her butt. Growing up, it was constant surgeries to try to repair that. And then I guess when you got older, it made your hips, because of the scar tissue, made your hips come out of place. We had to have her heel cord lengthened several times. And all of that was from an infiltration of an IV.
Here's a couple images that I found that kind of help give y'all a visual on what my mom was talking about when she was explaining why the IVs wasn't a good option for me, and how it ended up damaging my leg, putting a big scar on it. The first picture is basically showing the doctors examining my leg after they took the IV out, seeing how much it actually damaged all the muscle and tissue out. And there's more on the other side of my leg, but this picture kind of gives you a brief description of what it is or how it looked like. The second picture is me being hooked up to everything, monitored, see if my breathing was okay, see how I was doing after surgery. You can see the cast on my right leg. And so the next one is just me still undergoing all the surgeries, monitoring. I stayed in the hospital for a pretty long time, and I had to continuously go back, kind of stretch out my scar into making sure that my leg was not being held back from growing. But as you can see from this picture, that I never really let the scar thing keep me from doing what I love, the activities that I enjoyed doing, hanging out with friends. And so it never really bothered me as much as a lot of people think it does. So I'm glad I've been able to share with y'all my little experience with my surgery and my leg. And I hope you enjoyed it. Alright everyone, I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe for get heads up on new content, help spread awareness, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys.